And good evening to those of you coming in live. Social media.
Try to scare you with divisive issues that they can make up. They'll try to disenfranchise people and take away their right to vote. Stacey's opponent has already been caught multiple times. Don't move. Move.
I'm listening to Obama. We've been ready to go in just a
They
second. How y'all doing?
don't care about your rules, but they care about your
How
vote.
you gonna let me? How you gonna spread the word with me, brother?
I just want everybody to think about this because I'm definitely losing my voice. If you are aspiring to the highest office in the state, in which you pledge to look out for the people of your state, then how can you actively try to prevent the citizens of your state from exercising their most basic right? There's a quote. I got to find the quote here. Because I looked at the quote and I said, really? He said that? He said he's concerned about Stacey trying to get people to vote on Tuesday. And I'm quoting here, especially if everybody uses and exercises their right to vote. He thinks that's a problem.
See, I want y'all to understand. White folk have lost their mind in this country. Y'all better understand. While we fighting and bickering among ourselves, white folk have a plan.
Here's one thing I got to say. I challenge anybody. There are all these people out in the press. So I want to challenge them anytime that I or any other Democratic executive actively said we didn't want somebody to vote. But we can take it for granted that that's okay. Georgia, it was here at Morehouse where Dr. King
Take me out Tylenol.
realized nobody was afraid if we had God on our side. That realized he had to fight a nonviolent fight for justice and equality. Here, he received an education that helped forge the intellect, the
Love
social
you
force,
too, Miss
the
Brooks.
discipline, the compassion that would transform America and taught others to be unafraid. So Georgia, be unafraid. If their efforts to take away your right to vote makes you mad, there's only one way to make it right. Don't vote. 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 Vote.
Listening to my president,
So that's
Barack.
in Georgia. Now, meanwhile, back in Washington, let's take a look at what they've been doing these last 2 years. They promised to take on corruption.
Indiana, glad to have you in the house.
They've wrapped up enough indictments to
Your husband more than welcome to come to my church.
They pledged to fight for the little guy. Then they doled out $1.5 trillion, not billion, trillions, dollars in tax cuts aimed at billionaires and corporations. Didn't even pretend to pay for it.
said, hold on, hold on.
And we were fighting to dig the economy out of the hole that we had inherited. And we're trying to put people back to work, rebuilding our roads and making sure teachers weren't laid off.
If you're still around in the ground, you'll find out.
Healthcare passed. Every time Republicans say we can't do that, we can't help ordinary folks, we can't afford it, it'll increase our deficit.
We're going live on TV in just a moment. I was just, guess it's about my time then, huh?
Your one-stop shop for elegance and style. Mention SCPTV and receive an additional discount.
All right, time for me to go to work
SBPT.
on Friday night.
The views and opinions expressed on this talk show are those of the talk show hosts, the producers, and/or persons appearing on the program, and do not reflect the views and opinions of the SVP network. This program may include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences.
Catch your play and come on to Tennessee.
Advised.
If you wanna know what's that, yes, if you wanna grow, ask that, yes, he will let you know, yeah, yeah. What's that, yes, it's the daddy, yes, that you show. He's not afraid to tell the truth. He's the one that will inform you about all those jokers that are doing wrong. You cross the line and then it's on. Sometimes the other dude don't get it right. Don't get it right. Dedicated on every night. What's no lose, world lose, that's the lose. He's gonna keep
5, 4, 3, 2.
And just when you thought it may be, say that is absolutely, positively not, and Good Friday evening to you, and welcome again to still the most controversial, the hardest hitting, the rawest television talk show anywhere in America. I've been doing this show now almost 6 years here on Comcast. February 4th, 2013. This show went on the air. It is the most powerful television talk show in the Mid-South. The only true voice that black folk and decent thinking white folk have. I am the icon or the iconic host of a show that is independently owned, and I don't give a damn who I piss off. I don't give a damn who gets mad. And when you come for me, please understand I don't turn the other cheek. If you slap me, if you attempt to slap me, then I'm coming for you. Let the church say amen, amen, and amen again. How y'all doing on this beautiful Friday afternoon? As we prepare to deal, I'm in open conversation tonight. I didn't prepare no specific subject, but as I was sitting here and I was listening to former President Barack Obama as he's campaigning down in Georgia for Stacey Abrams, a black woman running for the governor of that state. Oprah has also been down there. I know some things just popped into my mind. When are we, and I'm talking to black folk, when are we going to stop being cowards? When are we going to stand for what we know is right? No matter who we have to expose, no matter who we have to politically or religiously destroy. When are we just going to stand up for the right thing? You know, I've been on Fred Smith, Pastor Fred Smith, all week. And it's come to my attention that there's some city-ass female preachers. You want to shut in and you want to pray for him. He's done wrong, but let the law fix it. No, let the law fix it. When you're out here robbing black folk and you're calling yourself their leader, how is it that other church folk can stand up and say the actions of this man is correct? And let me tell you, city-ass women preachers, something. Do not make the mistake of coming at me. And there's some rumbling. Do not make the mistake, because I'll treat you like I treat anybody else. When you come for me, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to come back just as hard as you come. I don't care who you know or who you think you know. It makes me no damn difference. When you come at me, I'm coming back for you. Because I'm going to stand on those things that I know is right. And I don't care about the opposition. I don't care about folks talking about me. They talk about Yahshua. That be Jesus Christ. They talked about him. So, you city-ass women preachers, keep your mouth off me. Because when I open mine, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be hell to pay the captain. And why would you stand up? Why would you stand up for a man who is standing before people and telling those people that he's godly and God has chosen him to lead folk, and he's leading them into bankruptcy? He's stealing from the very elect. And because maybe you'll get to preach in the church, at the man's church, maybe he offered you some tokens, some nickels and some dimes, you decide that, well, he all right. He didn't mean, yes, he did mean harm. And I ain't got no problem in saying that any and everything that I can do to make sure that Frederick Smith falls from grace, I'm coming. And if you city-ass women preachers want to play with me, play with me. And I'll treat you just like I've treated some men pastors in this community. No exceptions to the damn rule. Sheep. Dumb-ass sheep. And the reason that you're called sheep is because you ain't got sense for yourself. When you look at the nature and the characteristics of a sheep has to be led. A sheep, when it falls down, ain't got something to get up off itself. It's got to be picked up. The sheep will stand there and allow the wolf to eat him up. Come on, Mr. Wolf, eat me up. I ain't got good sense. And that's the way many of you as church folk who are following guys who call themselves holier than thou, who live these phony ass, fake ass lives, you like that stuff. But you get mad at a guy like me that'll call your son on a bitch. And some other great words that I can articulate so profoundly. But I ain't the one to play with. I have to share with you. I ain't he that you want to play with, because I ain't the nice guy. As long as you treat me nice and we can have a conversation, but don't come for me. And I've heard some things, and I ain't the one. Okay? Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Ha Shabbat, ha Shabbat. No, I don't deal with women pastors, no way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because if I go by nature and the man is the head, you can't lead me. You can't be my head. And I know some of y'all follow these women preachers, okay? And that's fine if that's your thing and you like a woman to be your leader, but a man is supposed to be the lead. Even the scripture says, muzzle not the ox that treaded the corn. Don't silence the preacher. But the ox got nuts. Touch your neighbor and say he got nuts. Yeah, he got some nuts. He got some testicles. I'm sorry, I don't do women preachers. If you come to my church, you're welcome to sit in the audience. You can't sit up where I sit. Okay, and some of you women preachers, just as bad as some of these men preachers. We talk about the men preachers sucking and eating on all the whanger thing. Some of you women preachers eating up all the coochie you can find that ain't nailed down. You yum eating it all up. There she is. You got the munches. Some of them girls need to be named Mary Jane because y'all get the munches. I'm sorry. A woman, yes, she has a role in the church. But you can't be my head. You can't be my head in my house. That's the reason I'm a full-grown man and do what a man's supposed to do. I know some of you brothers got mad last night when I was talking about homosexuals. But you don't get mad when you're a real man, because a real man is the head of his house. And anything with two heads is retarded or deformed. You are a freak of nature. You're not supposed to have two heads. All right. I'm in open conversation, so I'm going to talk about a variety of things tonight, and I'm going to open up the phone lines on tonight. But I was listening to former President Barack Obama as he's campaigning, and I look at what is going on in this country with Donald Trump being the president of these here United States of America, and wearing the Make America Great Again cap, which signifies with the racism that has come out from all of the actions of this president and those who support him. Racism is alive and well in this country, and many black folk don't understand that white America has a plan, and that plan does not include your empowerment. It includes your enslavement. Touch your neighbor and say, he already on it now. Your enslavement. Oh, I ain't talking about the physical chains and the whips anymore. I'm talking about the white man. The bigoted white man in America has a plan to enslave you, because he enslaves your mind and he conditions you to be that good nigga. Preach tonight, Pastor. It ain't even Sunday morning. Yeah. The white man, he who oppressed you will not be your deliverer. Will you tell somebody? See, you think that racism is dead in America, but racism is alive and well in this country. Just because the white man rubs you on your head like you a little puppy does not mean that that white man loves you. Just because that white man gives you a title does not mean that you are empowered. Because the white man came to understand in the 60s, while the Negro was marching and we shall overcome and falling from the mountaintop, the white man took on a new strategy. He took on a strategy of trying to make you feel as though you are equal to him. You ain't equal to that white man. That white man will never allow you to be his equal. No, brother. No, he pats you on the head. He gives you 30 pieces of silver. Some of you Negroes, he can give you 10, and you betray the lot of us. Yeah, that's what you will do. You think because the white man gives you a position that he loves you. No, he gives you a position to be able to go back into the black community and take his message to black folk. You love his crumbs. You don't want no whole pie. You don't want no whole cake. That ain't what you want. You want the crumbs that fall from the master's table. You love that white man. That's the reason you hate yourself. So, and this is not racist. And white people, those of you that watch me, y'all watch me all around the country, and especially in the Memphis area, don't get mad because your history precedes itself. I'm not saying that all of y'all are the worst, like I ain't saying all of us as black folk are the best. But your history, only thing we have, only thing we can go by is the history of the white man in America. You have been our suppressor. Yeah, that's who you have been. I respect you as long as you respect me. But I understand, sir, who you are. I understand, ma'am, who you are. Yes, we can work on projects together. Yes, we can laugh and sing, but I understand that at the end of the day, I'm a black man in America. And you're going to treat me at some point like the nigga you think I am. But I come to tell you this evening, if you don't mind, I got to tell you that I can't be your good nigga. I'm sorry. I can't be. I don't laugh if I don't find the joke funny. I don't dance if I don't like the music. And the only ass I'm gonna kiss is that of a big, fine, big booty black girl. That's the only ass that I'm gonna kiss, because I understand my history, I understand who I am, and I understand that if we as a people do not learn to love ourselves and learn to empower ourselves, we gonna be a lost people. We're lost, and I got to share with you tonight. I didn't make me no notes tonight. I'm just gonna go on open conversation. But y'all mind if I go how the Spirit leads me on tonight? See, let me tell you, he's the white man has gotten hold of that Negro preacher that only wants to take about pie in the sky by and by. We shall overcome. We go in the beautiful land. We go into heaven, and we are living in hell right here. The reason that black preachers around the country are mad at me right now is because I don't give a damn. I can look that white boy in his eye and tell you, you can kiss my ass. And I can look at you handkerchief head Negroes and tell you the same damn thing. My head done got hot. Let me take that cap off. Yeah, I can look at you and tell you, because you are deceiving the very elect of God's people. You want folk to go to heaven, but they can't go to the grocery store. Woo! Good God Almighty. Yeah, you want me to wait for pie out of the sky, and I can't get me no potato pie, no pecan pie, no lemon meringue pie at the house. Something is wrong with that teaching when the word says, I am come that ye may have life and have life more abundantly. I'm going to live off of the abundance that God gives. I ain't going to be broke. I ain't going to be poor because you nickel and dime preachers. All you want to do is have it for yourself, and you don't want the people of God to have none. Am I in this house already? Yeah. Know the truth. Know the truth. Know the truth. Know the truth. That's what it says. Know it. Don't just hear the truth. Know the truth. And the truth shall make you free. And the reason that a whole lot of you Negroes are still enslaved, you don't know truth when you hear it. You want the song and dance. You want the traditional bullshit that the church has been giving you for 190 years. You want to sound good. You want the emotional orgasm of a Sunday morning. And if you know anything about orgasm, it don't last long. It's just a thrill, baby. And then you're looking for the next one. But let me come to tell you this evening that we as a people, until we wake up and we got some foreplay in our life. Yes, have the orgasm, but have you some foreplay and some afterplay so that you can fill a plate. Yeah, you ain't feeling no place. You ain't doing nothing in America. You loving that white man and hating yourself. You don't want to spend no money with your brother. Your brother ain't supposed to have no money. He ain't supposed to have no success. He ain't supposed to drive a nice car and live in a nice house from working from the sweat of his brow. And I keep on telling you, when I talk about these punk ass Negroes like a Frederick Smith who's out here deceiving folks, and you silly ass, bitch ass women preachers who out here and you're condoning his actions. You will have prayer ins and set-ins and prayer meetings about his ass. Damn his ass. He's one of the Negroes that we need to take out behind the barn and kick the out of him. See, when we started dealing with these traitors in our community, when we started telling these Negro politicians in our office that you can't lead us because you have no record of service in our community, you ain't did nothing. Because let me let you understand what the white man is doing now. The white man sends Negroes into our community to politicize them, to come into give us the bullshit rhetoric of politics, give us what the script that the white man has wrote for us. Then you elect them. And he was put in office by you to serve the agenda of that white man. I look here in Memphis, Tennessee. You Negroes in love with that crippled ass Steve Cohen. You love Steve Cohen, and he ain't did a damn thing for black folk since he been elected. You let this white man march around. You let him in your churches. Your bought and paid for preachers shaking his hand. Here's Steve Cohen. He here today. Hey, give him a round of applause. But you scared to put a black man in the congressional office, and the 9th congressional district was designed to have a black in Washington, D.C. Well, I did this, did that. See, you unlearned, you unread city black folk who keep on voting for him don't understand that there are certain dollars that's going to come into your community no matter who the congressman is. There are federal dollars that's going to come out for all of these programs. They come into your community. They give the congressman notice that federal dollars are going to come in. This grant is coming into the community. And then what that white boy does, he makes an announcement as though he is the one that is responsible for the dollars coming into the community. And you're, oh, Master Cohen, he's a good white man. We need to keep on voting him in office. You damn fools. Steve Cohen don't give a damn about you. I saw on the TV the other day in one of them house meetings where Steve Cohen called a black woman ignorant on the floor in one of them meetings. Oh, couldn't have been me. I'd have been cussing still in Washington, D.C. When are we going to get a plan? When are we going to unify as a people? When are we going to start getting played throughout this country, not just in Memphis, Tennessee? The racists and the bigots, they done just went crazy. They just open it, talk bad to black folk, attacking black folk. and we say nothing. Jesse James, this is not about being a comedian. I'm not a comedian, Doc, and if you think this is funny, you need to get your bitch ass off my page. This is about realism and what's going on in America. And as long as a white man can keep you ignorant ass niggas laughing and jumping and jiving and scratching and shuffling, you bypass what is going on in this country. You look down in Missouri, where the Ferguson, Missouri situation, what is it, 6, 7 people have died that spoke out against the police there. One woman showed her son hanging from a tree. You think racism is something of the past, is of the 50s. But the white man has a plan for you. While we were marching, they were planning. Your annihilation, your gentrification, the white man was planning. Go back tonight, especially you black women, and read about the nigger project. Go back and pull it up. Pull up the nigger project. Google it. Google the nigger project. What's the nigger project? The nigger project was started by a woman by the name of Margaret Sanger. The nigger project. Oh, they changed the name, couldn't keep on calling it the nigger project. They changed the name of it. What's the new name? The new name is Planned Parenthood. That's the new name. They want you killing your black babies. Yeah. They want you to kill the black babies. The nigger project. Look it up. Then go back and read about 1963, 1964. The Kissinger Report. Henry Kissinger, he was, what was he, the state, Secretary of State under Richard Nixon. Read the Kissinger Report. Google it. You need to read something besides that damn evidence in that Jet magazine, do they? I ain't seen a Jet magazine in a long time, do they? Do they still make Jet? And the puzzle book. Read the Kissinger report where it talks about the depopulation of black folk in this country. Read about it. Take your time and do some studying and look at, when we start to looking at the destruction of black youth, how did the white man do that? Let me tell you what the white man did. He got smart. he put some chemicals together. I didn't support Hillary. Okay. They put some chemicals together. In fact, one of the chemicals they used for this project was they used to use it to clean up swimming pools, algae, and stuff like that. They put these chemicals together and they created stuff like Infamil and Similac. You women, low income women, and especially black women, you took your baby off the titty. God didn't just give you a titty for to be there. It was for the nourishment of that baby. You came off the titty, you went and got that Similac, you went and got that Infamil, and this stuff is destroying the brain cells of your children. When the black child was sucking the titty, we didn't have as many black men, black boys incarcerated when we were sucking the titty. There was power in the titty. Here's somebody, stop talking about the white man and tell the people about Jesus. And bitch, you crazy. Let me see this bitch here. You one of them bitches that white folk can control. And yeah, that's what I called you. Because that's what that white man that controls you called you. Tell them about Jesus. Hell, we all know about Jesus. His name really is Yahshua. But Jesus came that you may be set free. Quit listening at this black heifer here. Quit talking about the white man. I know y'all mad. Some of you good niggas, you get mad when you talk about your master. Yeah, don't you on the Facebook talk about Jesus. That's the reason that the church is in the condition it's in. It's only want to tell you about Jesus and don't want to tell you the mission that Jesus gave you to go ye therefore in the hedges and highways, compelling men to come not only to him, but to hear some truth. Can you block that bitch? I'll do it. That's what I called you, because that's what you had. That's what the white man called you. That's what he called you when he had you on the plantation, when he was using you and abusing you, raping you and misusing you, or when he took you up to the big house, you were still his bitch. He didn't love you. He didn't call you his baby. He didn't call you his sugar pudding, the love of his life. You were just like a female dog to him. Is that her name? Is that this Felicia Gray? Mm-hmm. God is dealing with me, Felicia Gray, and I'm finna deal with your bitch ass and take your ass off. See, that's what church folk want you to do. Church, these brainwashed preachers, these bishops and these apostles that only want to quote scriptures. They want, that's all they want you to do. is get emotional on Sunday. They don't want you to get no learning. They don't want you to start thinking for yourself. And I'm going to expose all of you that I can. You see anybody else need to go there?
Not yet.
Okay. Let me know when they gone.
Yes, sir.
Time out for the black preacher to be fearful and to be scared to stand up and tell the truth. See, you have been traditionalizing to think that preaching is just telling you about Jesus. That's the only message that you're supposed to hear. Jesus was, or Yahshua, was one who was telling us about life and how to live life. They won't teach you in your church about the lost books of the Bible. Here's a question for y'all. Ask your pastor Sunday morning. Tell him to go to, I believe it's the third or the fourth chapter, maybe the third and the fourth chapter of Genesis. Tell your theological seminary learned pastor who has doctor in front of his name. Tell him, there's a question. When Cain slew Abel, the Bible had given us Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel. In your King James version of the Bible. That's all he gave you. Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel. Cain slew Abel, and then when he left where his parents were, he went into another country. I wish I had I ain't got no Bible in here. We ain't got no Bible in here. Okay. But when he got over there into the land of Nod, it talks about him and his wife. Him and his wife. Him and his wife. Wait a minute. Where did the wife come from? Have you ever wondered that? I wish I had a Bible in here with me. Where did the wife come from? When I go and I read and I research and I read the lost books of the Bible, that which King James didn't authorize, I find that Adam and Eve had twin sisters. And that when Cain left, he married his sister. Adam was not the first man, he was the first living soul. What you think that was, baby? Maybe I need to do something on Sunday mornings on some other stuff before I go into my message. Maybe I need to do a little teaching. Adam and Eve had twin sisters. Lord. That's hard. That's hard. You don't want that. Ask your pastor about that on Sunday morning. Let me look up something, right? I need my lost books here with me.
You want it on my phone?
Huh?
I have it on my phone.
You got the lost books? You would have to go to the book of Adam and Eve, which was one of the book. See, the traditional, that's what it's called. It's called the lost books of the Bible. Go and get you a copy of the lost books of the Bible. Now, your pastor would tell you that they ain't real. And my answer to him would be, find that part about a killer and when they were born.
Oh, when they were born.
When Adam and Eve, no, when Cain and Abel were born.
Okay.
See, I got family on you.
It's at the top of the first page, and you turn it to the second page. You see it?
I'm trying to find what I'm looking for.
Oh, okay.
When you read in Cain's twin sister, let me just read a little bit, then I need to go and take a commercial break. This is out of the book, the first book of Adam, in the lost books of the Bible. Can I just read y'all a little bit? And see, y'all ain't never heard this at the Missionary Baptist Church. And y'all start talking too much about this, they can put y'all out. And this is chapter, now I don't know my Roman numerals like this, chapter LXXIV. Now what would that be, Dale?
I don't know, Roman.
Hey, you got 3 degrees.
I ain't got down to Roman numerals.
Chapter LXXIV. This chapter deals with the birth of Cain and his twin sister and why they received the names that they had. I'm gonna just read a little bit for y'all. And they dwelt on the earth working in order to continue in the well-being of their bodies, and were so until the 9 months of Eve's childbearing were ended, and the time drew near when she must be delivered. Then she said unto Adam, this cave is a pure spot by reason of the signs. Now, let me give you something. When you read the lost books of the Bible, you will find that the first caveman, good God, man, was Adam and Eve. When they were driven from the garden, they were driven into a cave. Teach tonight. Somebody said that's chapter 64. I don't know. All right? Okay. I'm going to go with your word, chapter 64. Then she said unto Adam, this cave is a pure spot by reason of the signs wrought in it since we left the garden, and we shall again pray in it. It is not meet then that I should bring forth in it. Let us rather repair to it of the sheltering rock which Satan hurled at us when he wished to kill us with it. But that was held up and spread as an awning over us by the command of God and formed a cave. Then Adam removed Eve to that cave, and when the time came that she should bring forth, she travailed much. So was Adam sorry, and his heart suffered for her sake. For she was nigh unto death, that the word of God to her should be fulfilled. In suffering thou shalt bear a child, and in sorrow thou bring forth thy child. But when Adam saw the strait in which Eve was, he arose and prayed to God and said, O Lord, look upon me with the eye of thy mercy and bring her out of her distress. And God looked at his maidservant Eve and delivered her, and she brought forth her firstborn son, and with him a daughter. Then Adam rejoiced at Eve's deliverance, and also over the children she had borne him. And Adam ministered unto Eve in the cave until the end of 8 days, when they named the son Cain and the daughter Luluwa, Luluwa. The meaning of Cain is hater, because he hated his sister in their mother's womb ere they came out of it. Therefore did Adam Cain name was Cain. But Luluwa means beautiful, because she was more beautiful than her mother. I just thought I'd drop a little bit of knowledge on you. Let me take a commercial break, and we'll be back here on the most controversial television talk show in the world, the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Now somebody saying it's chapter 74. I don't know which 4 it is. Is that too deep for y'all? Let me go see who's putting the angry emojis on the, did somebody say, fuck you? Well, let me remove you. Papa or whatever your name is. I don't have the book. I was reading it off of the, I was Googling it. Google the lost books of the Bible.
It's an app for that.
Huh?
It's an app.
It's a what?
App.
Yeah. It's an app also. What the hell was I finna look up? I was looking for something. Are you able to marry me and my wife? Hell, if you got a wife, hell, ain't you already married to her? Damn. Let me go through this Instagram and see what I need to take off. Yeah, just go and get the Lost Books of the Bible. It's an app. You says an app, Dale.
Yes, sir.
Thirty seconds.
Brown 39, 34. Your mammy high. You gone. No, my block game was good.
10 seconds. Five, four, three, two.
All right, I haven't dropped enough knowledge on you for one night. I told you get past my cousin, and you'll get you some knowledge, baby. You'll get you some stuff that y'all ain't gonna get at y'all missionary Baptist church with the good apostle and the good bishop. Mm-mm. We got to minister to our minds. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay? The King James Version ain't all you need to read. Yeah, I read the Apocrypha. Thank you, Maron Jackson. Okay. It's called Lost. Is it an app, Dale?
Yes.
Let me see if I can see it under my apps. Because I got the book. Let's see. Yeah, Lost Books of the Bible, the Apocrypha. Go to your app store and look up the Lost Books of the Bible. Okay. And load it down. You also will get the books of Enoch. Okay. Here's what I want you to understand, and those of you on Instagram, I'm finna bring you right back up. You're finna time out for the first hour because I want to give you some information. So make sure you come right back. Here's where the church has messed you up. Because see, the church will tell you, don't read nothing but the King James Version of the Bible. That's what they're gonna teach you at church. Don't read nothing but the King James. If the Lord wanted us to have some more, He'll gave us something else. Haven't y'all heard that one before? Yeah, if the Lord wanted us to have some more, He'd have gave us some more. No. If you take your King James Version of the Bible, they'll give me that John 21:25, so I can read it exactly the way it is. Mark, how you doing down there in Texas, man? Rosemary Wright, you on Instagram, girl? All right. I'm gonna give y'all some, and then I'm gonna let y'all alone. I'm gonna let you alone. Because this is just too much teaching in one night. So I know you like when I act the fool, but I want to drop some knowledge on you so that you can prepare. Let me give you something. John 21 and 25. This is y'all King James Version of the Bible. And there are also many other things which Jesus did, the which, if they should be written every one, I suppose that even the world itself could not contain the books that should be written. There's more to Christ and the life of Christ than your 66 books. Again, this is in your Bible. John 21:25. And there are also many other things which Jesus did, the which, if they should be written, every one, I suppose that even the world itself could not contain the books that should be written. The world couldn't. Look, when I read the lost books of the Bible, the first miracle that Jesus performed was not turning water into wine. When I go back and I read in the lost books of the Bible, I'm trying to think of which book it is. The book of infancy. The book of infancy. You'll find that Jesus, even as a little boy, healed another little boy. Well, how did Jesus do that? Y'all look at Superman, don't you? Yeah. We all looked at Superman. Before he was Superman, he was Superboy. He had superpowers when he was Superboy. Well, the same Jesus that had powers as a teenager. Because, see, remember, you skip from 12 to what? To 30. There are 18 years in your King James Version of the Bible, 18 years missing in your Bible out of the life of Christ. So when your pastor and the good church folks start telling you what Jesus wouldn't do, how they know? How they know what Jesus would do? I just gave you John 21:25. If everything Jesus did was written down, wouldn't be enough books in the world that can hold it. 18 years missing out of his life. Jesus didn't ever cuss. How you know he didn't cuss? He called the folk out their name. He was calling church folk out their name all the time. You brood of vipers, you fools. That was out of their name. That was brood of vipers in that day was cussing. Oh, no, not my Jesus. You don't want truth. Jesus was calling church folk like I do, out your damn name. If shit that had been around, he'd have said, y'all full of shit. Bullshit from the pulpit. That's, oh, thank you, flesh and blood, then give this to me. That's what Jesus was all about, was getting rid of the bullshit from the pulpit. Jesus had the Pharisees, the Sadducees. Woo! He had the high priests. Yeah. It was the religious folk that was against Jesus. You do know it was religious folk that took his life And Jesus' whole message while he was here was bullshit from the pulpit. What these folk are telling you ain't the truth. Let me leave that alone. See, y'all finna get mad at me. Y'all gonna get mad. Y'all getting mad at me. I just thought I'd drop a little knowledge. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna leave you alone. Jesus was radical just like me. And the new thing that Jesus was teaching, just like the new thing that I'm teaching you and I'm teaching across this country, is upsetting folk because it changes the teaching that folk are used to. See, when I'm telling you that over $437 billion has been raised in the last 8 years in black churches, and we don't own no damn hospitals nowhere. We don't own shopping centers. We don't own neighborhoods. What the hell are we raising the money for? Yes, the ministry is a business. Yes, you gotta pay mortgage, you gotta pay utility bill, but what you got going on out of that building, besides hooping and hollering, running and jumping on a Sunday morning? How many lives are you trying to change? How many lives are you trying to recondition? How many programs are we setting up in our churches that is going to deliver the mindset of our people? Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. in Naked Truth, we're going to have our girls mentoring program. I invite you all over this Mid-South area to bring your daughters in the morning to Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries. What's the starting age, Dale?
We said 12, but they can bring them young as 9.
You can bring them as young as 9. Okay? You can bring them as young as 9. There are women there. I'm not in it. Okay? I'm just the leader. I'm the pastor. But you got women that sit down with your young girls and talk to them about life. Tell them about cooking and cleaning and talk about sex, talk about boys. Let me tell you something. In our girls' mentoring class, we teach our young girls to protect yourself. Well, see, at the church, you supposed to teach them not to get none, to abstain. Your ass was in church, you didn't abstain. Hell, you was giving your ass away downstairs in the basement at the church, in the choir room, in the classrooms. So it's a reality. We have to deal with the realities of life. Baby, yes, abstain, yes. But if you can't abstain, get yourself a condom. You got to tell them the truth. See, this old sanctimonious bullshit that y'all trying to give folk on Sunday mornings and give to our young people. We live in a real world, and you better teach your girls to protect themselves, because they gonna get some. The little boys gonna get some. I was a little boy, I got some. And I was at church every Sunday. I had to be at Sunday school, 11 o'clock service. If it was a 3 o'clock service, I had to be back for BTU. I had to be for night service. But I still got some. You better hear me up in here. If your church is so saying, Lord, let us lay hands on you. No, baby. You better talk to that young girl in a way that she can understand What is going on? That baby, you are coming into that age now. You done took that, I didn't give you no titty. You was on that Similac. Your breast is bigger than mine. Your ass wider than mine. The little boy's gonna be after you. You gonna be hot betwixt the leg. And I don't want you to get none. Wait until you get married. But damn, if you must, have a condom. We got to deal with the reality. We got to deal with reality. We don't want to teach our folk. You just want to preach and go home. But where is the programs? And I promised God when I came back to church that I wouldn't be your typical traditional ass preacher. God gave me a new thing to bring to you. When I was a little boy, I was screwing all the little girls I could screw. I remember the time I got caught at Miss Little John's house. She was an usher at Ebenezer. Miss Olivia Little John stayed down in Badwater on Reno Street. Had this granddaughter. I had to be about 13, 14, maybe 15. I don't remember what teen I was. But she had one of them nice asses on her. And I had learned what that thing betwixt my legs would do. And I went to Miss Little John's house. Miss Little John wasn't going to get off work until 4:30. I'm up in the middle of Miss Little John's bed. Oh, yes, I was. She was a head usher at the Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church. I was up on top of that girl, just going at it. Whoa. It was good, good. Ooh, it was good. I was young. She was young. How about Miss Little John gets the unmitigated gall, the audacity to come to her house early? I heard the door open. But you know when you're up there and you just, it's something about when you're up there, you just can't stop. I was up there. She was moaning and I was moaning. I was moaning too because it was good. I was up there, I was moaning and she was moaning. I heard the door open, but I was in full throttle. Just getting it, just getting it, just getting it, just getting it, just getting it. Miss Little John opened up the door. I was still getting it because I was trying to get to that, trying to get off, try to get to the end, the climax. Boy, get up off that girl. I'm finna call Miss Molly B on you. I knew it was gonna be trouble with Molly B. I knew it. I didn't have no car. I didn't have nothing. I had to walk from Badwater to New Chicago. We didn't have no cell phones back then. Didn't even have a beeper. But I knew I got up. I didn't wash nothing. I just put my clothes on. Get out of here. Yes, ma'am. That was the longest walk from Badwater, as we call it, to New Chicago. I couldn't be no more about, I may have been as old as 16. So don't tell me, and I was in church every Sunday. I sung in the choir. I taught Sunday school. I was a junior deacon. All them things. So when we started telling our young folk, you ain't gonna do it, I did it. So I know what they're gonna do. We got to teach our young folk prevention. So that's what we're going to be teaching in the morning, prevention and other things that young ladies need to know. Somebody said, was I scared to go on? Yeah, I was scared because I knew I was finna get my ass tore up. I got home, but that was an ass whooping I didn't mind taking because it was good. And when it's good, sometimes you'll take the ass whooping for it. But yeah, and we have to be realistic. We have to be realistic about life. And we've got to teach our young people the realism of life. I always got in trouble. They always catch me kissing on the little girls and things, and little girls kissing on me in the church. So don't tell me what church folk won't do. And as I got older, some of the best scripture I ever had in my life came out the church. So why is it that grown folk want to be so holy and you want to act like you ain't never did nothing? All of us have sinned and come short of God's glory. In other words, I got a sermon that I preach called every one of us got an X in front of our name. X this, X that, X hoe, X drug head, X this. We all got an X in front of our name, and you can't, as church folk, you can't deal with the people in the world if you ain't got no X's in front of your name. When you act like you so holy, you ain't never did nothing in life. First of all, you a damn lie. Okay? You was the biggest hoe in the world. You were sucking every man's whanger thing that came up the street. You got a whole daycare in your stomach right now. And you want to teach the little girl. See, I remember in the church. Do y'all remember something? Y'all don't have to be older to remember this. There used to be a time in the church that when little girls got pregnant, that they would bring the girl before the church and make the girl apologize for getting pregnant. I know y'all remember them days. I remember those days. That was wrong. I remember saying that as a young kid in church. When they did that, I hollered out, where the man? Where the man at? How come they didn't bring the man there? And then let me give you something. Let me give y'all something. Let me drop something on you. Then I'm gonna take a commercial break. How you gonna apologize for a life? Yeah, the act may have been wrong. Young girl getting pregnant. But how you gonna apologize for God's creation? Ooh. How are you gonna apologize for a life that God has given? Quit using that word illegitimate. That means something that ain't supposed to happen. How many of you right now watch me all across the country? How many of you would have been here if your mama hadn't sinned, as they said? My mama was 16 years old when I was born. 16 years old. They knew that to try my auntie and my great grandmother with that standing up in front of the church line. I remember hearing the story of an old lady that was at Ebenezer. Her name was Electra Miller Stewart. Electra Miller Stewart, when my mama was carrying me. So my mama had to start carrying me because I was born in April. My mama had to get me when she was 15. That old lady, see, the old ladies used to rub your stomach and tell things about you. That old lady, Electra Miller Stewart, been dead now. She was my Sunday school teacher. Electra Miller Stewart told my grand aunt that raised me, Molly B. Matthews, and my great grandmother, Willie Victoria Laster, told them that that girl, she carrying a preacher. This is over 61 years ago. What if my hot, young, fast mom had aborted me? I wouldn't be sitting here as the black man I am tonight. I'm so glad my mama didn't apologize for me, for my life. How many of you tonight, think about it. If your mama hadn't been fast, you wouldn't be here. Think about it. That woman saw who I was before I was. Out of what you call a sinful act, God created greatness. Every life belongs to God. Don't you abort that baby. Don't kill that baby. You don't know who you're carrying. You don't know what you're carrying. You don't know what God's plan is for that seed that was planted on the inside of you. When my mama and my daddy got together, even in their sinful act, as we say, that was a blessing in the seed of my father. When you are born, when God works on you, when God plants the seed, you don't know what it's going to grow into. Don't you kill that baby. I'm so glad my mama was a son. I'm so glad my mama was fast and hot, little old red gal. I was red when I was young. I guess as I got older, I got a little dog. Don't use the word illegitimate, because every life that God allows to be born God got a plan and a purpose for your life. And I don't care tonight. If you the drug head tonight, you weren't born to be a drug head. You weren't born to be a crackhead. You weren't born to be the gangster. And whatever it is that you want to be. Oh yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Don't be fast. You gotta be careful. But if you slip up and get pregnant, don't kill what God created. I invite you this Sunday morning as I prepare to take a commercial break. To be at, because this kind of ties into Sunday morning. 10 o'clock Sunday morning, you need to be at Naked Truth, Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, 3835 Raleigh Milton Road. I hope all of you who visited us last Sunday that you'll come back and be with us. The message this Sunday is entitled, "It's not the D that goes in you, but it's the DNA that comes out of you." I got a powerful word for you on Sunday morning. Be there, 10 a.m., 3835 Raleigh Milton Road. It's not the D, baby, that goes in you, but the DNA that comes out of you. Come and be with me on this Sunday morning. Let your daughters come tomorrow morning. You can come with them. You want to be a part of what's going on, mothers. Come on, you can be in the session as well from 10 until 12 at Naked Truth. We'll be back after these commercial messages. Don't y'all forget, what is it? Daylight savings, what is it?
Daylight savings time, that's what you try to say.
Is that what we finna do Sunday?
We finna fall back.
We
on
fall
that.
back, the time change. Those of you that want to watch it online, 10 a.m. Central. The only place that you can see it is not on Instagram. You can see it on the Thaddeus Matthews YouTube channel, but you can also see it on the Thaddeus A. Matthews Facebook page. Hug it, bear. I'm all for abortion, especially. Man, get off my page. He's a whole clown out here. Is that me? Because if it is, I'm gonna take you off. What's your name? Okay, you can.
forget your reads when you come back.
Huh?
Don't forget your reads.
Oh,
when you
yeah,
come back.
'cause I need to do this Daddy Bear's Kids. 8:26. All right, wrap this up. Why did you block my other page? I did nothing to disrespect you, Pastor. Must have said something. I don't need to unblock you on that one, brother. Greg Campfield, how you doing, man? How things working out as far as your son situation? Somebody come on, what's your topic tonight? I got about 15 minutes left, and you're gonna ask me what the topic is. Was Queen on here tonight?
I didn't see it.
Those of you on Facebook that normally see Laquita Perry on the page, y'all reach out to her. Laquita here in Memphis yesterday lost a cousin in a house fire. So, now, Hug, if you got blocked on Instagram, it was me. Nope, I'm not gonna tell you. You should have been here. Y'all reach out to her. Her cousin died in a fire on yesterday. So keep her in your prayers. So, one of my good members. Yeah, the house fire in North Memphis, Kimberly. So those of you that, just go to Laquita Perry's page and just tell her that you heard about the tragedy. Inbox and give us some kind words during this time of bereavement for her family. Okay.
Ten seconds.
So I'm a piece of shit, you
Four,
know.
3, 2.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. And again, I want you to keep Laquita Perry. She's one of my good members. Keep her uplifted in prayer. The person that was killed in the fire in North Memphis on yesterday is her cousin. So with those of us at Naked Truth, we are prepared to do whatever we need to do as far as this family is concerned. And make sure, Dale, you find out when the services are going to be, because I want to make sure that I am there.
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, that's, Laquita's one of my good and my faithful members, and she's got some other things going on, but love me some Laquita Perry and her sons and her daughter. So we're going to keep her lifted up, and we never know when death is coming or how death is coming. And many of you will often use the phrase that he or she died before their time. Well, when you say that, you take death out of the hands of God. It is once appointed unto man to die, and then once to die, and then the judgment. So it was that brother's time. But we want to be here for Laquita and for that particular family, and I want to make sure that I am at that going home celebration. But we never know. We used to say here today and gone tomorrow, but now we can say here today and gone this evening. So you just got to live your life the best that you can. And Laquita's not on the Facebook tonight, and I appreciate you all putting the messages. Go to her inbox. Those of you on Facebook who are usually here, and she's usually on the page, just go and you ain't gotta have no long nothing to say. Just tell them, hey, we're praying for you. We care about you. You're in our prayers. One of the things that I try to do as a pastor is to be there for those who are members. And no one understands the stress of pastoring but one who pastors, and because you take on the burdens and you take on the troubles of everyone that is a part of what you do. You're all one big happy family. And we try at Naked Truth to not just be an emotional Sunday come the meeting place, but we want to be an asset to the community. And that's what I do. I got a lot of haters, but haters only do what haters do, they hate. But in the midst of that, I still have a job to do, and I still have a mission from God that I must fulfill. It may not be the way you like it. It may not be the way you think it's done, but it's the way that God is giving it to me. I need your help as I'm trying to make sure that 50 children on Christmas morning have something that they can call a gift. It is not even so much about December 21st as it is that this is a day that is set aside where gifts are given. And there are many a child that is less fortunate that I do not want to see feeling bad because some other child has something on this particular day and they have nothing. Because see, sometimes children can be real cruel. I got a football, you ain't get nothing. That type of cruelty. And this world, and the people in this world are cruel enough without our children who are less fortunate having to suffer unnecessary cruelness. For this is the third year that we did Fatty Bear's Kids, where again, 50 children under the age of 16. We try to make sure that they have a very special Christmas. We try to spend at least $150 per child. We try to take their wish list and make their wish list a reality. Again, the children have to be 16 years of age or under. We have to get your last report card. You can have C's, B's, and A's. We don't do the D's and the F's. You're not studying. You need, we tell you where you can get a book at. You need to be studying. But we try to help these children who are less fortunate. All that I ask that you as a parent or a grandparent who has a child that maybe you can't do anything for, you send us an email at Naked Truth Ministries, Naked Truth Ministries at gmail.com. Naked Truth Ministries at gmail.com. If you want to adopt a whole child, $150. But if you just like to donate, like tonight, this is Friday, many of you getting paid. If you like to donate $25 or $50 or $100, would you go to our website right now? NakedTruthLEM.com. There it is. NakedTruthLEM.com. That's our church website. You can donate right now at not Giveify, but at PayPal and the Cash App. PayPal and the Cash App. Whatever it is that you're led to give, all of these funds are going to whatever store, Walmart. Last couple of years it's been Walmart. We're just trying to make some kids happy. If you're an individual, you like to purchase, you're here in the area, you like to purchase some bicycles, some children bicycles, and bring them by the church, feel free to do that as well. But right now, if you would, those of you on PayPal, those of you on Facebook, those of you on YouTube, those of you that's watching me by way of television right now, if you would, you may not have a lot. Would you give $25? Would you give $50? Those of you that would like to adopt a child, we're going to give you a list. Those of you who are parents, will you send your list in? We've only got 2 letters so far. We're not buying any cell phones and computers and things of that nature, no. And you'll have to be present at the church on Sunday, January the 23rd. And we'll present you with your gift. Ain't gonna be no dropping off. We had a lady last year, we was giving 2 of her children something. Well, you know, they got everything on church on Sunday morning. Well, you let your own church give it to you. It doesn't matter what race you are, whether you're black, white, Hispanic. It does not matter what church you are a member of, or you're not a member of anybody's church at all. It's all about giving, okay? It's all about giving. And no, I don't get a dime. It's all, we need to raise about almost $8,000 to be able to help these children. I've been talking about it for about a week now, and we've got maybe a couple of $100 to $300 in. We're a long way from where we need to go. I don't have no little children that I got to buy no gifts for. But I do want to help your child. I do want to help your grandchild, some child that you know that's less fortunate. All you got to do is go to Naked Truth Ministries at gmail.com. Submit the name of the child, why we should give that child a gift. And see, some of y'all are silly, and I just take y'all off the page. I don't even deal with ignorance, and especially ignorant men. So will you go right now and give? That's all I can do is ask you to give. I can't make you to give. If you don't give, it won't happen. It can't happen without you. You know, as a pastor, I'm looking for people that want to work. I'm looking for men and women in this community. If you're tired of the same old thing in your church, and God has instilled in you a mission, and maybe where you are right now, they won't allow you to use your gifts. They won't listen to your ideas. Maybe it's something that you want to utilize in the community, something that you want to do in the community. I invite you to come and be a part of Naked Truth, Liberation, and Empowerment Ministry. Am I perfect? No. I got flaws and fallacies. I'm not a perfect man, but neither are you, and neither is the pastor where you are right now. If you're just tired of the Sunday morning emotionalism, I invite you to come and be a part of the ministry at Naked Truth, Liberation, and Empowerment Ministries. I got a great big gymnasium on the church. You got ideas of maybe bringing in some type of plays, or you want to bring in some singing groups and things of that nature. I got a fellowship hall. We got 45,000 square feet of blessing for the community. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for men. You know, I want to start a boys mentoring, but I have not been able to get any men involved. So I need your help and your support. How many minutes I got left? I got 10 minutes? I'm so ready to get on. Oh, I got to do these relays. But will y'all right now, will y'all make me happy before I go? Will at least 10 of y'all at least give $25 before it go? nakedtruthlem.com. Will you go right there and go to where it says give, PayPal, or the Cash App? Will you go right now? Okay. I sure would appreciate it. Are you suffering from hair loss, thinning, dry skin, bad breath? And ladies, are you tired of discomfort and having a fishy odor? Ooh. Well, look no further. Celebrating a beautiful you, Africa's Miracle is a black-owned business that specializes in handmade all natural hair, body, and skin products, which includes shampoo, conditioners, butters, pomades, and oils that will make your hair stronger, longer, and healthier in no time. In addition to hair products, they also create natural soaps, body wash, feminine wash, sugar scrubs, lotions, and toothpaste. And ladies, there are many of you suffering in silence. They have a feminine wash and only oil bundle that will kill your fishy odor and restore your pH and confidence. Do yourself a favor. If you're having any of these issues, head over to their website, www.africasmiracle.com. Follow their Instagram page at Africa's Miracles, and be sure to like their Facebook page with the very same name. All right, if you need a gun or you need to learn how to use a gun, yeah, you need to be trained properly, then you want to call Goldsmith Security Academy. That's Sean Goldsmith at Goldsmith Security Academy. Handgun carry permit classes are now available. Security guard classes, whether you're armed or unarmed, you can get your certification in those areas: baton, chemical spray, the shotgun, the tactical handcuff, and the AR-15. Beginners and immediate firearm classes must be 18 years of age and older. Training is now available 24 hours a day on Sundays after 1 p.m. Call 634-8384. 634-8384. That's Sean Goldsmith. You need a gun permit, call him 634-8384. Are you hungry? Do you want some good old down south country food? Well, I'm talking about neck bones, catfish, country fried steaks, some sweet potatoes, some greens, some cornbread. You can get you some breakfast and some lunch. Well, you can go to DMC grocery store. That's right. That's where you need to go. DMC. Hey, that's right next door to the cleaners. They will go to their, it's really called DMC Food Mart, 54 East Fairway, right next door to the cleaners. When you go to the cleaners and take your dry cleaning, which is right next door, is 62 Fairway. And both of these buildings are right there at Fairway and 3rd. Go in there and take your clothes in there and go get your hamburger, get you a plate, okay? Get yourself a plate. YC Scorpio 5. Go and get yourself a plate. And they just opened up a couple of weeks ago, so they'll take care of you. And go to the cleaners. You got to get your suit back for Sunday. Go on in there. Take it in there by 9 o'clock in the morning. Those of you in the Westwood, South Memphis area, Whitehaven area, it's the only cleaners you even need to think about going. DMC Cleaners, 62 Fairway. Same day service in by 9. You'll be able to get your clothing back on tomorrow. Plus, when you go in there in the morning, if you pay in advance, you only got to pay half price. Again, 62 Fairway. You can give them a call at 789-7983. Don't forget again, Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Won't you come? Please come and be with us on this Sunday morning when the message is entitled, "It's not the deep that goes in you, but the DNA that comes out of you. So make sure that you are there with us. I hope that you have enjoyed the show all week long. Shamara Gibson, thank you for your $25 donation. You the only somebody I see. You see somebody else since I've been talking? It must be show up on my little phone. Let me look over here so I can give everybody a little thanks. Shamara. Oh, okay. Vernell, thank you, man. Vernell Stepton, former City of Memphis police officer. Thank you so much. Also, our vet Burnett. Okay. We'll be talking Monday night.
Mark Webber.
Mark Webber says something, man. How much Mark saying?
He did a whole child.
He did a whole child. Thank you, Mark. Down in what's that, Austin, Texas? He's one of my members in Austin, Texas. Those of you who would like to join online, go to nakedtruth.lem.com and it says online membership. We'll send you what our church and our ministry is all about. You can join online. Monday night, I'll be in a political mood because we'll be dealing on Tuesday with midterm elections. There are some things you should vote for, and I'll be pushing for some things for you not to vote for, and some, especially on the referendum, that referendum number one, can't vote for it. I ain't for giving the city council no extra terms, and then you've got that, the Willie Harrington rule on there. No, we can't support that. But there should have been some changes. And it's sad to say, y'all gonna put Steve Cohen back in there? And that's the worst mess that we've ever had in office. You're gonna keep on supporting this man that does nothing in the black community. Absolutely, positively nothing has he done for black folk in the whole tenure of his being there. But we must make some changes. How much more time I got? I got 2 minutes. So we'll do go out on Tuesday. Those of you who have not voted early, please go to the polls. You ain't got no reason to complain if you don't vote. If you don't work to make a change, then change will not happen. Thank you so very much for being a part of what I do here on the SVP TV network. Thanks to the hundreds of thousands of you that watch here on Comcast 31, and to the thousands of you that watch me by way of social media. Past the time, and I gotta be right back at the church early in the morning. But hey, that's what you do when you're about the service of people. Hey, you guys that need to come by and get yourself a little magic, my little 72-hour blessing. That thing won't work. Come get you something that'll make you be able to get you something on tomorrow night. Make yourself happy and make her happy as well. If he won't come get it, baby, come on by the church. I got a quick little meeting in the morning. If I'm not there, Dale will be there. She sells it just as well. And you guys, when y'all come and y'all see Dale, y'all ain't gotta be ashamed. She know what y'all coming to the church for. Come on, just tell Dale, I need some magic. I need some of that potion. Some 72-hour blessing. She'll get it. You just have your money in place. Hey, thank you so very much. I'm getting out of here. Those of you join me Sunday morning, 10 a.m. online, Naked Truth, LEM. If you want to contribute also to our children's Daddy Bear's Kids for Toys. I gotta go. They winding me up. Until we meet again, top of the evening to you.